Did you have to touch her that way? But you took it kind of far. Did you have to obsess and stalk her in this way? This cost you your whole life. Everything. This story only gets worse. Woo! Go get your snacks. So my friend met this girl on Tinder and it was like one of his first dates ever. I've been knowing him since middle school. You know, he always looked at me like, how you get girls and things like that. He was just looked at as, you know, the guy who plays sports that's just to himself. Nothing is wrong with that, but he just had problems with getting girls. And then he would just look at me and be like, oh bro, look at you. When he met this girl, they would go out every week. But then he started obsessing over her a little bit too fast. They only been knowing each other for 2 months. He was talking about how he wanted to propose to her. He been knowing her for 2 months and he's talking about how in love with her he is. He's moving too strong on her and she did not like that at all. Like, I would understand. And you know, I had a deep convo with him on FaceTime. And this forced her to like lose the attraction she had for him.
It's over, we're over.
And this completely turned into something else. It was like the stages was rising. You have stage 1, you like that person. And you want to hang out with that person, but you don't get what you want, so you are obsessed even more. Now we're moving on to stage 2 of obsession. Now he's starting to stalk her. But not in real life, on social media. Look on all her stories every time, look at who she's following, and at this stage, right now, she's still kind of talking to him. Hopefully he's snapping out of it, but he doesn't. Going as far as watching everybody picks who she likes because they're following each other. You can see who she follows, who she likes. I think you can still do that. He noticed that she would like other guys' pictures. He told me this on FaceTime. And I'm knowing my friend, he got a problem. He got a huge problem right now that he need to fix before it get even worse. And it did. He spent hours each day hoping that she doesn't talk to another guy. I'm like, relax, y'all are not dating yet. He does not care. Stage 3 of obsession. What he do is try to, you know, get to take her out again. Try to make things better again. She don't want to go out with him no more. She just completely lost attraction for him. It was good for 2 months and then he just started acting weird. So now that she don't want to go out with him no more, now he's a stalker in real life. He's been to her house a couple of times. She's been to his house a couple of times, so they know where each other lives. So he, you know, would ride to her house, park the car at the end of the block, sit in the car, watch her, make sure no guys come in the house or out the house, watch where she's going, follow her, just like off of a damn movie. You know how bad this is? Oh, it got bad. It got really, really bad. I even have footage. I can't talk about that. Because if I talk about it, y'all gonna want to see it, and I don't want to show y'all because then I'm gonna have to expose people. You know, he would follow her going to the store. He would watch her to see if she would talk to any guys, if she would go on any more dates. He wanted to know for sure that he still stood a chance with her, even though he made it very clear that she don't want to see him again. But in girls, you know, girls just slowly fade away. They don't really tell you. They don't want to hurt your feelings. They tell you in a subliminal way, like, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you. He sees something that he don't like. She went on another date at a restaurant. The same restaurant where they went before. Made him super mad, and this started stage 4 of obsession. Remember, the higher this gets, the worse. So now, the guy who she was with at the restaurant, they drove in the same car. They left. He ended up following them in the car. She didn't notice that she was getting followed by him at first, but as she kept going farther and every turn she took, he took. She noticed that car, she knew who he was right away. My friend, who I don't even want to call my friend. So now they're getting followed. She's trying to do everything to lose this dude. Everything. She cannot lose him. Until eventually he ended up just turning and going his own route. When she dropped the guy who she was at the restaurant with off home, she goes to her house. She got home. She missed something important. He was parked on her street. looking at her home where he always park at when he want to spy on her. But she didn't notice, she missed it. So she go home in her house like everything's fine, everything's sweet, until she hears a knock on her door. Now, when she was describing this on FaceTime with me, I couldn't believe it. When she heard the knock on her door, she automatically knew who it was. But she had to make sure, so she went to the door, she checked, it was him. She didn't open the door at all. She kept it locked. Good for her. But one of her windows was unlocked and he let himself in. And he chased her. She's running in her house for her life. He came in her territory. So she's running up the stairs, scared. She's trying to run to her phone to get to her dad, to call him because he lived very, very close. And she makes it safe. Calls her dad pulls up fast. She didn't call the cops because we all know the cops take forever to show up. You probably would be dead by the time the cops come. Dad shows up instantly. He have weapon. He's armed. Guy is gone though. Strangely, he's gone. Dad checked the whole house, could not find him. Instead of the dad staying with his daughter, he left and went back home. He should have just stayed the night and spent the night there so his daughter could feel even more safe. So now she's there back alone by herself. So when she felt asleep, every little noise she heard, she felt like it was him. Maybe the dad didn't check everywhere. Maybe he left the spot where he could have been. He's in the house, just waiting for her to slip, waiting for her to come out that room. She didn't want to leave the room. She was scared for her life. Maybe the dad didn't lock all the windows. He let himself back in. She was thinking of all of these things. Well, she made it through the night, and now it's the next day. Her and her father decide to put a restraining order on this guy, meaning you can't go nowhere near her. If you do, jail time. Even if you go up to her and you say, she's lying, I was nowhere by her, all she have to do is record you. Send it off, you're caught, jail. But that doesn't fix her problems. Why? Because when she go from college and she go walk to her car, she's now scared that he could be anywhere. She sees a person in the hood just standing there. She think it's him. She get in her car. She see another car behind her. She think it's him. She have to check behind her car seats before she get in her car. Why? So he wouldn't be in her car ready to grab her. Ready to grab her. Most importantly, her going home, getting into her house. He could be creeped up or inside the house waiting for her. Maybe he could be down the street again waiting for her, or he could go as far as breaking her window to be in her house waiting for her. She's traumatized. This is something that she can't get over right now after going through what she went through last night. This where I get involved at. This girl know that me and him is friends. Know that we've been knowing each other, vibing out. Mind you, I'm cool with this person. I didn't know he was doing all of this creepy stuff at all. I did not know. So she FaceTimed me. She broke down everything to me. With all that information she told me, I went to him and FaceTimed him. He broke down everything to me. He didn't lie at all. They both said the same exact thing. He went as far as telling me how obsessed he was, how addicted he was because it was his first love. He just can't get over her. He said that I cannot have her, nobody else can. So you know what that means? Not to just himself, to her too. When he told me that, I noticed that he have a serious problem. We need to fix that. So that's when I wanted him to trust me. Which he did. We went out and I introduced him to plenty of more girls. He vibed and he had fun with plenty of more girls. It took him a long while to get over this girl, but he got over her. For the fact that he realized that it's billions of other girls he can have that same feeling with. Not that addiction, obsessed feeling, but the love feeling. I look at that as luck. A lot of people can't get over that one person.
Fairy tale romance turned into a nightmare. This case is one of the scariest I've come across. It's awful that people will go this far to try and win someone back they claim to love, but they just end up hurting them.
Sometimes therapy is not enough. Jail is not even enough. They just cannot get over that one person. So I'm happy that he did. So 'cause of me, introducing him to all of these other girls because he never had his first kiss, never had his first love, never lost his V card. There's a lot of things he never did. So when he met that girl he was obsessing with, he didn't want to lose that feeling. Why? Because he never had that in his life. Now, majority of us, we're not like that. We just be like, alright, love her then. Forget her then. Let me go mess with her. Both of them living their own separate lives comfortably. But don't worry, I'm not going to expose you. I'm not going to show your face in none of these videos. And I'm not going to show hers at all. I saved you, bro. I did. At least, I thought I did. Then he meets this other girl.